marami na cover ng ilan ba?
Madam Chair, kung yung current year, I can answer na konti lang
on
po.
the average noon, yung halimbawa 2020, 2021, 2022, by way of your experience, by way of your former data.
Previous years po, I cannot say since bago lang po ako sa ICPAO. So, we could just provide you po with the documents.
Please wrap up. One last question, Congressman
What about
Marcoleta.
to the other members of the Commission on Audit? Through your experience, let's say in the last 10 years, wala kayong may bibigay? Alam po ninyo kung bakit ko tinatanong ito? Kung marami po kayong na-issue, at alam ko marami talaga, na notices of disallowance, pupuntahin natin dito lahat, hindi lang ang Office of the Vice President at dapat umupo dito. Lahat na po ng inisyuhan nyo ng notices of disallowance must sit here para makagawa po kami ng mas maganda, mas balanse na batas. Kung pag-uusapan po ay ang paggamit nitong intelligence funds. Do you understand, Madam?
Yes, I understand po the question.
So,
However,
the committee is expecting to receive the number as well as the pertinent records pertaining to the issuance of notices of disallowance to the municipal mayors, governors, the PNP, the AFP, and such other agencies who are recipients of intelligence and confidential funds, because later on we will also summon them and sit with us. Thank you, Madam Chair.
I
Yes,
second the
Congressman.
motion of the Honorable Ako.
Okay, is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried. We will now confirm that it is the House Rules of Procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation that will govern in these proceedings. Okay, settled na po yan. We will now proceed to the interpellation proper, but before we proceed, this humble representation is in receipt of a letter dated September 23, 2024 from the Office of the Vice President, which was signed by the Honorable Vice President Zara Z. Duterte. This letter was received on September 25. This is duly noted. We will now proceed to the interpellation proper. The first to interpellate meron na po pala akong list dito. Kung sino pa po ang gustong magpalista, lumapit lang po sa COMSEC para po sa ating para maging maayos po yung ating interpellation. We will proceed first to the Honorable Congressman Acop.
Mr. Chairman, just
Yes, Congressman Robert Barbers, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, consistent with the motion that was approved by the House, by the committee, which states that the rules that the committee will adopt will be the rules of procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation as adopted by the plenary.
Yes.
And consistent...
And duly published.
And duly published, yes. And consistent with that motion, Mr. Chair, during the last hearing, there was a question raised by a non-member in the person of Honorable colleague Congressman Dante Marcoleta. And as I understand, non-members of the committee may not make any motions in the committee, in the proceedings. And while the jurisdictional issue was raised via a manifestation by Representative Marcoleta, it was a motion which ended with a request that this committee terminate its proceedings. May I know the action of the committee, Mr. Chair?
It was denied, considering that Congressman Marcoleta is not a member of this committee, hence he cannot raise a motion.
So therefore, the motion of Congressman Marcoleta
Out of order.
is ruled out of order.
Yes.
So, was there any motion for reconsideration on that particular
Wala po.
decision?
Wala po, dahil hindi naman po siya member eh.
Okay.
In the first place, wala po siyang locus standi to present a motion.
So, it is clear that a non-member of the committee may not or cannot make any motion
And he cannot even vote.
and he cannot even vote.
Tama po.
Okay. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Congressman Dan
another point
Fernandez.
of
Clarification.
information also.
Okay.
May we remind all the members of the House of Representatives to also adhere with the clarification that was entered by Chairman Barbers to remind our members of the House of Representatives, that are not member of any committee to submit themselves to the plenary approval prior to the being a member of any specific committee, because all of the members of this committee and I myself, if I wanted to be a member of any specific committee, I ask the permission of the plenary. Yes. And with that, we can avoid some confusion and debate in the committee itself. And that entails time element. Kasi aside from na-disturb po yung discussion, entails also the intention of delaying the investigation that every committee are conducting. With that, Mr. Chairman, I hope that it's a clarification to all the members of the 19th Congress. Maraming salamat po.
Mr. Chair, just a parliamentary inquiry.
Yes, Congressman Barbers.
May I know if Congressman Fernandez and myself is a member of the committee?
Yes, you are both members.
Maraming salamat.
Mr. Chairman, I applied and I put myself in the plenary. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. And besides, the committee already ruled with respect to the jurisdiction. And yung pong statement po ni Congressman Marcoleta is moot and academic na po. Dahil po nag-take na po tayo ng jurisdiction. Is there any concern?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, we will now. Are we going to proceed with the interpellation or this is
No, I would just like to make a comment on the...
yes, please proceed, Congressman Acop.
Yes. Now, since the rule read by the Honorable Barbers stated that non-members of this committee may not make any motions, and we had a non-member state a motion, the question is, what should we do with the motion? I said, it's out of order. Now, are we not supposed to move to strike it out of the minutes, Mr. Chair?
Is there any motion? Do I hear a motion?
I think it is incumbent upon us to have a motion to strike it out from the records of this committee, because this will take a bad precedent, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
So I move that we strike out the motion that was delivered and manifested by Congressman Marcoleta.
Is there any second to the motion?
Second.
Second, Mr. Chair.
Duly seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried. We will now proceed to the interpellation. Congressman Acop will be the first interpellator. Please proceed, Congressman Acop.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Most of the questions that